This is an interview with Mr. John Lavecchia from Newark, New Jersey. He kindly volunteered to sit down with interviewer Paige Samuelson to talk about the Cold War.
I forget when the Russians first developed a nuclear bomb, but it was probably 50 or in the early 50s. And yeah, sure, we were concerned about it, and I think, we obviously were worried that there might be a nuclear war. And interestingly, I've read a book recently that, and the author's, who's a very smart guy, his view is, well, we've grown so accustomed to people having nuclear weapons and the fact that we could destroy the entire world that nobody's going to start one. And that's his thesis. And he looks back and says, well, look, nobody started one. But there's among other things, there's a worry that some rogue government or group would somehow get their hands on one and at least drop one. And they're so powerful at this point, I don't think we understand how bad one could be. When I got out of high school in '50, we had air raid drills earlier than that during the Second World War. And I remember that Emmy's father was, an air raid warden, and we had gas street lamps. And he would have to come around when we were having an air raid drill and turn off each individual street light. I remember, drills where we got under desks. People were building bomb shelters near where we lived. But I never thought that my family needed one. And I just kind of said, again, that bomb shelters are a bit of an overreaction. A huge part in everybody's thinking is that the United States has never been affected by a war since the Civil War, other than perhaps an incursion in the Mexican War somewhere in the Southwest. But so we have no background, we never were bombed, we never were invaded. So I at least I think for my friends of my generation, that wasn't a major concern at bomb shelters. I guess to make our own government, democracy, better and more responsive to what the different elements in our country are interested in, so that we don't have to worry about something taking us down. So I guess that my answer would be to keep trying to do something better, to keep trying to improve how we meet the needs of our population in general and all around the country, so that we're not subject to anything coming and overwhelming us, either economically or militarily or